So your initial response to the book launch today, and set us and give us the scenario about the Jalianwala Bagh in the 29th.
We are commemorating the 100 years of Jalianwala Bagh Massacre, and it was a very brutal massacre. It had a very deep impact on our political history. Of course, it changed the direction of the freedom movement. It also had a very deep social, emotional impact on Punjab and the rest of the country, in fact. And I think this book, which is a translation of a very important poem written by so-called the first novelist of Punjabi, Sardar Nanak Singh, who actually was a survivor from Jalianwala Bagh. And he wrote this long poem, which brings out in historical detail, but also in very good verse, the emotions and the torment of the people. And then, of course, this poem was lost. It was banned and then lost to all of us for decades. But then it was found, and then today you have it translated by Nanak Singh's grandson. So it's an important book.
The message, the whole period, the whole essence of the pain that we are enduring. And it is so lively, and it is as if something has happened, something very, very bad to humanity has happened to us. And it makes all of us feel shudder.
Well, that's true, because it was a very terrible tragedy. It was a very brutal expression of colonial violence. And it needed a poet of his sensitivity and his talent and of course the fact that he was an eyewitness would have helped. And it's very deeply expressed and very vividly expressed, the entire.
So what makes our colonial master, United Kingdom, still ponder whether they need to apologize for this horrific incident, which is worldwide seen as the most tragic event that has happened to human being when they were on a Vaisakhi. They were just out and about, going about their normal, happy, jovial festivity.
Well, there's been a demand this time, not only from Indians, but from a strong section of British parliamentarians, that there should be a clear apology. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom has expressed her deep regrets, and perhaps that's as far as it will go for the moment, possibly. But I think they have their own calculations why they can or not. I don't want to get into that. All I will say is that there are some events in nations' histories which are not easily forgotten, and they remain like festering wounds, and they need closure. So I think that would certainly be helpful.
And do you think that it is right time? What could be the right way? You say that a proper closure is important, but what could be the right approach to the closure by our colonial master in the UK?
Well, I think that's something which they have to judge. I mean, they clearly the demand, the need, the expression of pain, the wound in the nation's memory and psyche is obvious, it's evident, and it's clear.
Do you think that this is genocide like that of the Israelis in Poland?
Well, each such massacre is different in the political setting, but each of these could be the same in its brutality of one human being to another. So, but this one was a terrible expression of racialized colonial violence in India, when people with innocent people without warning were just mowed down by bullets.
Now let's get back to the book. So what is your initial response by going through the book and your friend and the diplomat?
I think I'm very proud of being a friend and a colleague of Navdeep Suri. And I think this is a talent not only of his grandfather, but his own talent, that he has managed to translate this very long poem. Not only translate it, but translate it in verse, which in rhyme, which I think is a very difficult job.
You'll call it runs on, literature runs on their DNA.
Thank you so much.
Download Tarang online radio app from Google Play Store.
You are listening to Tarang Devotional Online Radio.